Hello, everybody. Welcome to Anime
Praise
Church.
Arceus.
Oh, God damn it. Really? I literally just got to hello, everybody.
It's Anime Church, is it not?
Contain the calamity that is your memories.
It's
No,
Anime
I
Church,
want
not
them to be
Pokemon Church.
wild.
Fuck.
Pokemon's an anime.
God damn it, sir. Contain the calamities that is your memories. Anyway. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Anime Church. I could have just started this off with ladies and gentlemen of the congregation, but I didn't want to blow out your fucking ears. That having been said, Moon isn't wrong. Pokemon is an anime. It's true. It is an anime. Not a very good one, but it is an anime.
The fight scenes are fun.
It's you know, I consider it just north of cartoons. You know, it's for kids.
That's fair. Boo. These made-up jokes are fantastic. Jelly-filled are my favorite. Nothing beats a jelly-filled joke.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. All right. Anyway, the games are for all ages. The anime is for kids.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So anyway, that having been said, holy shit, we got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Trying not to, Akira.
Oh, a real quick news break. Since we did talk about Pokemon, Ash finally won. He's actually beaten the fucking Elite Four.
Yeah, he's a 10-year-old with 25 years of experience.
11.
Yeah.
11-year-old
Yeah.
with 25 years of experience. It's what every employer wants.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
Actually, yeah. You're not wrong. It is what every employer wants. You're not wrong. All right. We got a lot of shit to go through. We got some good news, we got some bad news, we got some fucked up news. All right, so I did put some of these videos and stuff out so you guys could look at it throughout the week. I was like, all right, guys, I wasn't going to go through everything in Forever News. I just picked out 3 of the stories on the Forever News thing, but I was like, this is where I get my news. Some of these are kind of old, because this is about 2 weeks old. And guys, we didn't really cover a lot of last week's news. So some of this is a little bit old, in the beginning. And then the rest of this is pretty new. Pretty new. So the first, I think 3 stories are kind of old, and then after that it's pretty new. So from that point on, we'll get right to it. So the first one is going to be voice actor Takahiro Sakurai acknowledges report of a 10-year extramarital affair. Or basically, if you scroll down in the description, it says voice actor puts woman in the hospital.
Oh.
That's kind of what happened.
Yeah.
The weekly Bushin tabloid newspaper reported on Wednesday that voice actor Takahiro Sakurai had been engaged in an extramarital affair for at least 10 years with a writer from his PS Genki Desu. The Takahiro Travel radio show. The show abruptly concluded on Monday after 9 years. Sakurai's talent management agency, Intention, published a statement on Thursday that acknowledged the article's report and apologized to the unnamed woman, Sakurai's fans, and all involved. Just so you guys know, in Japan, they take adultery very, very seriously. They don't play around with that. Weekly Bunshin reported that the writer with whom Sakurai had an affair was unaware that Sakurai was married until just before the recording of the PS Genki Desu, Takehiro's final episode. The voice actor had been discreet about his marriage until last month, when he revealed his marital status to Weekly Bunshin. The newspaper added that the writer was so shocked after finding out that Sakurai was married that she had to be admitted to the emergency room and retired from the writing business afterwards. So literally, I don't know the particulars of that, but the fact that she had to be admitted to the emergency room, I don't know if that was a mental or a physical break that happened there. I don't know, but like, I'm sorry, that dude's a scumbag. Also, I'm sorry. How did he keep that shit a secret for 9+ years?
For real.
That is talent.
I know we should be angry at this guy, but I'm also just
To be fair, that's good acting. So technically he's good at his job, but also, goddamn, that's some messed up shit, bro. Like, damn.
One of those things. Thank you and curse you.
All right. So this one got updated. This is also some bad news, but it kind of had to be said. Anime and game music composer Hidekazu Tanaka was arrested for alleged attempted blank assault. You can click on the link. I'm not saying the word. It rhymes with textual. Yeah. Textual. Yeah. Police arrested 35-year-old game and anime composer in Tokyo on Monday on the charge of attempted forcible indecency. And this was on the 24th of October. So again, this was a while ago, but we're trying to update you on stuff that we missed while we were away. A Japanese legal term which includes blank assault. NHK reported that Tanaka had allegedly uttered obscene words at a teenage girl and forcibly took her hand at a train station's bicycle parking area in Tokyo's Meguro ward in August. According to police, the girl reported the incident at a nearby neighborhood police outpost. Police then reportedly found footage from the train station security camera of a person following the girl. Tanaka has composed numerous songs and soundtracks for anime and video games during his career, most of it spent at the music production company Monica. If you want a list of the stuff that he did, it's listed there, but like, yeah, there's some stuff including Pokemon, and it's like, oh shit, bro. Danmachi and Sword Art Toria and other stuff, and it's like, bruh, really? Keep it in your pants, sir. I was like, bro. I'm just briefly covering these things. It's like, guys, calm yourselves. And then finally, I wanted to bring you guys up to date on something because Terajima or TJ spoke out about about him abruptly ending Act 2 of Ace of Diamond and why he's doing it. According to Terajima, who is the mangaka for Ace of Diamond or Diano Ace Act 2, he got burnt out on writing. Oh, God dang it! I moved my leg and bumped my keyboard against my mic and lost the page for a second there. According to him, he got burnt out on writing Ace of Diamond Act 2 and didn't want his mental status to affect the story and the characters. He wants to continue the story in the future, but not in a weekly schedule. So, there you go, guys. So, the thing is, he didn't want to mess up his characters by constantly pushing himself to meet the weekly deadline and have it affect his story. And I absolutely understand that, dude. Your health is important. 100%. We've talked a bit about the absolute shit show that's going on right now with Yoshihiro Togashi and Hunter x Hunter. And I'm like, dude, you should have ended your shit a long time ago. You don't need to keep pushing yourself. It was bittersweet, but where you had things kind of end with Gon and his dad, that would have been fine. You didn't have to keep going. That was fine. You don't need the money. You did Yu Yu Hakusho. You did Hunter x Hunter. Your wife did fucking Sailor Moon. It's not like you guys need the money. Y'all are still milking those franchises. Shit. Just do y'all could literally just you could bring fucking Yu Yu Hakusho back as an anime and bring it back like shit, you've done Hunter x Hunter twice. The anime for Hunter x Hunter has been done twice. It got updated in 2011. That was literally the second time Hunter x Hunter has had an anime. Bring Yu Yu Hakusho back with today's animation style? Jesus Christ, the amount of money.
Ooh,
oh, God. Can you imagine how good Yu Yu Hakusho would look now? And give it the actual ending instead of like the anime ending it had before. Give us the full manga ending with like the true manga ending.
Yeah.
Because there was shit that happened after the Demon Tournament arc that did not happen. Like that's
Give it the FMA treatment.
Yeah, give it the FMA Brotherhood treatment.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Anyway, that having been said, he's talking about like, hey, maybe I could do like twice a month, bi-weekly or maybe once a month. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I'd be down for it. Cause it's clear by how he ended. It's clear by how he is ending, chapter or act 2 that he still has plans to continue the story moving forward. And I'm here for it. He's not done with the story and he really does want to continue his story and he loves those characters, but also, bruh, he's been working on this series for almost 18 years. I understand. Man needs a break. I get him. I get what he's saying there. But also, as a writer, I understand. You're passionate about it. You want to see this shit through to the end. I get you. It is what it is. All right. That is the end of catching up on things. Let's talk about all the new shit. Let's talk about some happy shit. Let's talk about some seriously happy shit. Guys, we have more slime.
Yay!
Slime season 3.
Finally.
Did you guys think
Always
we
love
wouldn't?
more slime.
Did you honestly think we weren't going to talk about this? Come on. Fuck it. Come on.
Of course we're gonna talk about this.
Look at all the slime figures. Look at the wall scroll. Now look right there. You knew we were praise fucking Rimuru. You knew we were going to talk about
Arceus.
this. Rimuruism. That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime TV series gets 3rd season.
Yay!
The staff of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, Scarlet Bond, Tensa Shitare, Slime Dataken, Goren no Kizunahin. The franchise's upcoming anime film, I know, right? Gesundheit. Announced during an early screening in Tokyo on Wednesday that the television anime is getting a 3rd season. The staff unveiled a key visual, which if you haven't seen it, it's literally kind of a shot of Rimuru very, very close holding out the sword, and then it's Hinata kind of in the background. So I love that they're already teasing the rematch, which, guys, if you haven't checked it out, we've already read volume 7. That is what they're covering. Now, here's the thing. I've already seen somebody talking about that is reviewing this. They're like, I heard that the pacing for season 2 was horrible from the people that read light novels. And I'm like, bro, we read the light novels for 4, 5, and 6. We know what actually happened in the books versus the anime. Pacing actually wasn't too bad. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. The pacing for season 2 was actually really, really good. The pacing for season 1 was kind of a little like somebody hit the gas pedal a little too hard. That's how it felt for season 1. Like, it felt like somebody stamped on the gas pedal because like they went through some shit. The world building in the first 3 volumes felt like it got rushed a little too fast. But I mean, it's anime versus light novel, and the light novel goes into a lot more details than the anime typically would. I understand that. But no. And also, for everybody else that says that shit on like the pacing, motherfucker, do you know how many people complained about the goddamn 4 to 5 episodes of meetings?
Oh, God.
They bitched so hard about that. Their pacing was terrible. I'm like, motherfucker, read the goddamn books. You shut the fuck up. Talk about the pacing was terrible. Bitch, you don't know. You don't goddamn know.
The people who complain about the meetings would be the ones who complain about the world building in season 1
Now,
if they did it
here's
justice.
the thing. Here's the thing. Those people that bitched about all the meetings and not getting right to the action, those are probably the ones that complained about the pacing and didn't even read the light novels. I guarantee you 100% they did not check the source material. They just complained because they're like, where's the action? We want to get our revenge. And I'm like, fuck you, dude. You don't know Jack. All right. Anyway, those are probably the ones that bitched. But yeah, Volume 7 has a lot of really good stuff coming up. I can't wait to see what's going on there. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm honestly looking forward to it. I can't wait to see sharing his Wagyu again. I'm loving that. Yeah. I honestly am having a lot of fun speculating where we're going with this. We're currently, if you're wanting to check out our light novel coverage, we're in volume 9 right now. So man, I'm wondering, because usually they cover up to 3 volumes in a season. So I'm wondering if we're going to cover 7, 8, and 9. Like if they're going to do like a full season like they normally do, or is this going to be like a very short core where we're just going to cover volume 7? Because there's a lot that happens in volume 7. When you actually sit down and think about what happens in volume 7 that we had to sit there and cover, because that's all of Farmus. So like that's Farmus. That's I actually want to sit down and break this down with you guys so we can actually talk about this. So the 3 things, it's literally the aftermath of Farmus, trying to put Yom up as king, which is where we kind of left off with season 2. And then there's, of course, if they're already teasing Hinata, you know we've got the rematch with Hinata, and that means the church is involved. So it's the church versus Tempest, and we've got that going on. So we've got that, and then we've got that quote-unquote hidden third party. I'm trying not to spoil anime onlys in case they're watching this. But for the light novel readers, you know we've got like 3 to 4 different things happening all in that one volume that is constantly going on. And it's like, it depends how much detail are we going in, because there's a lot there that can easily be done in an anime.
Oh, yes.
I love Blade of Akira. Thank you for being considerate of an anime only like myself. Well, Akira, here's my thing. Read the fucking book.
Or do you still have the VODs from the previous readings?
Yeah, go to our light novel channel. Go to our light novel channel. We do for volume 7. No, we don't have it for volume 1, but we do have all of it for volume 7. So picks up where the anime leaves off. It picks up where the anime leaves off, and it is a lot of fun. I will say this. I'm sorry to say this, bro. You need to read the light novels straight up. Anime only, you're doing yourself a massive disservice. There's definitely a lot of like key information that is being left out of the anime. There's definitely some world building and like key info that is gonna get left out of the anime, dude.
But the anime still has some golden moments.
You've been getting caught up on Iruma-kun? I don't care that you've been getting caught up on Iruma-kun. Read the fucking books. You've got mundane shit that you do in your daily life. Read the books.
Why read it when you can just listen to you guys?
When you have to wait.
Also true.
Because support the people that made it. Dude, okay, here's the thing. Why read it when they can listen to us? That defeats the whole purpose of why we do this in the first place. We're not an excuse for that. Okay, I want to go ahead and shut this shit down right now. We are not a supplement for the light novels. No. I'm going to shut that down right now. the point that we make is we're there for you to read along with, not for you to be like, oh, I don't need to buy the light novels because you guys read it. No. Please buy the light novels. Please support the official release. Please support the creators of these works that we love. Don't use us as an excuse to not support the official release. If you do that, fuck you. I don't want you as a fan. Don't ever use us as an excuse to pirate. I don't tolerate or want that. So, if you're using me to pirate, please kindly go fuck yourself with a steel rod. As hard as you can. I understand that money's tight right now and the economy is shit. It's shit all over the world. Don't take money out of the mouths of hardworking people. And I don't just mean like us. I mean the people that are actually working really, really hard to make these stories. As a writer, don't take money away from the writers that make the wonderful stories that I enjoy, that clearly you also enjoy. At least spend the money on the writers. You know? The books are cheap. You can afford the books. And if you can't afford like the physical copies, the digital copies are cheaper. I'm just telling you. I mean, it's a couple of bucks cheaper.
$6? $7?
The digital copies are always less than $10, dude. So I'm just putting it out there, guys. They're less than $10. If you can spend that once a month on a book, then please do it. You know? That's all I'm saying. You don't have to build a fucking ridiculous collection like this. And please understand, this didn't happen overnight. This is like 3 decades worth of shit. I know it's intimidating to look at right now, but this is like something that this did not happen overnight. This is not something that I did. I didn't suddenly get a paycheck and just go nuts at Barnes & Noble. This didn't just happen over a weekend in Vegas or some shit. Like, I didn't suddenly win the lottery or go to a casino and just go, I'm going to go buy anime with all these poker chips. No, this is slowly collecting over like 25 plus years. So I understand. And not all of this is shit that I bought. Some of these are just straight up birthday and Christmas presents. So I didn't buy all of it. Some of it was just gifts or gift cards. It's like, hey, here's an Amazon card or a Barnes & Noble card, or here's just a fucking Visa gift card because we don't know what to buy you. And I'm like, cool. I know what nerdy shit I like, you know? So that, you know, it kind of is what it is. So just saying, please don't use us as an excuse to pirate shit. Please don't. What?
Read that comment.
I mean, no offense, but why is Mr. Roberts dressed like I should be asking about the best cuts of meat for a roast? I mean, to be fair, I am currently roasting any members of our audience that wish to commit piracy via us. Also true. So, yeah. Also, have you tried Wagyu beef?
He has to a suit.
Have you tried?
Oh, for sure. Definitely. Fogo de Chao. Go there. My taste buds miss it.
And to answer your question, John, I am Richie Roberts. I am your Minister of Science and Technology.
I am Moonlight Sparks. I am your Minister of Arceology.
Praise Arceus.
Praise Arceus, indeed. I am Fenrir Sarun, your Sanctus Snackos.
Oh, yes, and we practice Rimuruism here. And it's all about the worship of slime and eating cookies. And
or die.
Yeah, and
Arceology is just here.
And we were actually on topic. We were actually talking about season 3 of Slime, And
Yes.
do we think they're only covering volume 7 of Slime, or do we think they're going to actually cover volume 8 or 9? Oh no. Did he freeze or did
I think he froze.
Okay, it's just
Yes,
him.
I
goes.
froze.
Okay, it was
Lovely.
just you. It was just you. I was like, is it my internet? It's anytime he freezes, it's always a question of is it my internet or is it his?
It seems to happen at least once a Sunday.
It is always that. All right, praise Arceus. We are only missing
Yes,
Calvin.
Just me. No, it's
well-
Arceus. Can y'all still hear me?
Kind of, sort of, yes. Okay,
Okay.
guys, Calvin was up until about 4 a.m. his time doing a live DJ set at the Ice Lounge or something last night. So yeah, bro, he's sleeping off a gig because he was live streaming his DJ set last night. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, season 3 of Slime. No release date is announced, so I'm assuming it's like a year or two out before we get Slime season 3. But I'm super excited. I'm hella here for it. Super here for it.
I would wager a guess at Q3 2023 or Q4 2023, just because it's going to come out after the movie.
So it's either gonna be I'm either banking on fall 2023 or winter 2024 or spring 2024, probably somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And if they do it anything like they did last time, it's either spring 2024 and then fall 2024 if they're breaking it into cores again. All right. So, yeah, just really excited. We know they're going to cover volume 7. It's just how much more are they going to cover? If they do the whole 3-volume thing, then that means, oh boy, we're getting volume 8 and 9. I'm so fucking here for that because we know it's coming.
Oh yes.
Dungeon.
Oh. That'll be so much fun. I can't. That anime.
That's gonna be the best thing because we get the dungeon setup stuff.
Yes.
People who don't know what's coming in the light novel. All I have to say is dungeon, and everybody that's read the light novel up to this point, like, we get all excited because we know like how big of a deal that is and how important that is and like how fucking fun that is. But it's so vague. That anime, and it's so vague, and it's just one word, and it's not. It's so vague that it's not spoiler for anime onlys.
Yeah.
But anime onlys,
Oh,
I gotta tell you, read volume 7. God damn it, read volume 7. You'll have to read 8 and 9, but read volume 7. I will tell you that volume 8 is the game changer, though. Like, once you get introduced to the dungeon, you're going to be like, motherfucker, everything has changed. And I'm like, yeah, it has.
Yes, for sure.
Yes, everything has changed.
You're just gonna hear dungeon, and you're just gonna be like, yes.
All right, I got to do this one first because because the other one overshadows the. Like, we'll be talking about the other one much longer than we'll be talking about the first one. Okay. We got 2 bits of sad news, and funny enough, they're the same age. This one happened a little bit. I guess this one's actually older. Okay, this happened at the end of October. Okay, October 25th. So we missed this one because we were out at AWA. On October 23rd is when this happened. Sunday, October 23rd. Voice actor. Michael Kopsa passed away. He played Char in Mobile Suit Gundam, so the voice of Char passed away. He was also Beast in X-Men Evolution, and he made various appearances in Stargate SG-1 and X-Files and The Outer Limits as well. But yeah, he passed away. And that was very unfortunate. I caught wind of that because the significance of Char and Gundam, and I was like, oh, that sucks. And then, of course, we got the very sad news that Kevin Conroy passed away this Friday. Yeah. So, yeah, November 11th, we lost Batman. And dude, there were two things that I saw on Twitter that like instantly set me off and brought me to tears. The first one was the do you guys ever see the episode of Batman where they where Batman supposedly died and then the Joker had like a mock funeral for Batman? Okay, so that one of the gifts was that, and it was Joker putting the little "kick me" sign on the cape and cowl, and then walking up to the podium to start delivering the eulogy. That was one that set me off because the first line is "Today is the day the clown cried," and that was the line that I put in my tweet, and it literally is the gif that I found was the Joker actually with like the tear from that episode. And then the next one was well, it's probably the most infamous one. It's the scene from Justice League Unlimited, the Royal Flush Gang, the moment that he sat there with Ace when Ace passed. Yeah. It's that scene. That one just gets you in the feels, but knowing that like that one on the day that Kevin Conroy, and then an hour later I had to go see Wakanda Forever. It's like, God damn it, Marvel and DC just will not let me like not cry. It's gonna make me cry. So it's like I just have to drink water because they just don't want me to stay hydrated. So if it's not Kevin Conroy, if it's not fucking Batman, it's the Black Panther. One of the two of them is making me cry that day. So yeah, by the end of Friday, I had no more water left in my system. I'd cried it all out. Give Slime a shot, even if you were burned out. A great world building humor. Oh yeah. I was probably burnt out on Isekai when it came out, so I never committed. Dude. Yeah, Slime is worth checking out. Yeah. Just breaking your heart mercilessly. I mean, everybody's kind of got their own personal stories. I never got the chance, unfortunately, to meet Kevin Conroy. But, you know, I played the Arkham games. I grew up with the... I grew up with the Batman animated series. I am a child of the 90s. Let me preface this. I am a child of the 90s. I was not a kid in the 2000s who grew up on reruns of 90s television shows. We are not the same. I need to put that meme out. I need to put that meme out there. It's like, I am a child of the 90s. You grew up in the 2000s watching 90s reruns. We are not the same. There's a difference.
There was enough bleed over.
No, there really wasn't. The commercials and products in the 90s that you heard about, I lived and suffered through. Fuck you.
Come on. I still saw the fucking moon shoes. I still saw the fucking, like...
Yeah.
The Chia Pets, fucking...
But did you own a Chia Pet?
I think we had one. So I'm the youngest of three. So there were other 90s things around me.
Please tell me all about Ecto Cooler, motherfucker.
I never had a chance to try it. Fuck off.
Trust me, you weren't missing out.
Probably, but still.
Let me explain something to you and the crowd of people that went ape shit over Szechuan sauce.
Oh God,
I don't
sauce
care
is
about
not
that.
as good as everybody
You
thought it was.
were not missing out.
I still had some when they had it at the McDonald's, and I was like, sure, I'll just give it a shot. It was all right.
It was not.
It wasn't
that
amazing.
Good. Yeah,
It was
exactly
all
my
right.
point. You were exactly my point. Anyway, my sister's owned to Skip It. There you go. Yeah.
I remember that. That's the one leg jump rope bullshit thing.
All right. Please tell me. But the thing is, please tell me about your experience with like Batman or Justice League or the Arkham games or wherever it was that you encountered Kevin Conroy as Batman.
Okay, so
and like how it affected you, you know?
I think my first interactions were probably the original animated series. I was really young at this point, so I only watched some of it and remember very little of it. But more recently, when I had HBO, I went on and watched a whole lot of the series, and it still holds up to this day. The animation, all of it, it's just so good. But nothing sticks in my mind more than the Justice League. Everything about Justice League and Justice League Unlimited was just amazing. The writing, the voice acting for everyone, and Batman was always just the powerhouse of character. Superman was pretty good. He was a close second. Everyone else was doing good. But Batman always just had this air of, I don't even know what to say. It was, you just felt more from him than anyone else.
I don't know about revealing my secret identity. Wally West, Clark Kent, Bruce Wayne. And just like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You don't... Fenris?
But yeah.
Hi.
Good.
I honestly can't remember the first time I ever watched the animated series, but I want to say it was towards the end of the 90s on Kids WB.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have the greatest childhood, as I'm sure a lot of 90s kids didn't. And the Batman was something that I myself strive to be growing up. Never got that far. I will fully admit, I do not embody anything Batman did back in the day. But it was something that helped me realize what was going on in my life, even at a young age, and that it helped me work through a bunch of stuff.
I'm going to tell you probably my favorite Kevin Conroy story is not anything to do technically with his voice. I mean, it's not anything to do with something that happened in like the booth or the games or anything. It's actually something to do with 9/11. If you don't know, Kevin Conroy is actually from New York. And after 9/11, he was actually working, helping out, volunteering in a kitchen to help feed the cleanup crews who were working there, the rescue crews and the people who were helping clear debris and stuff that were helping. And one of the guys there was working with him. And he was like, so, you know, my day job is like construction. What's your day job? And he's like, oh, I do voice work. And he was like, I knew I recognized you. You're that Kevin Conroy. And he just shouts out, hey guys, you're never going to believe who's cooking for us. It's Batman. And you just hear silence. And then somebody way in the back just goes, bullshit! Prove it! And Kevin just goes, I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman! Silence. And then, holy shit! That's Batman! Like, God dang it. And like all these big hardy construction worker, you know, built boys just start coming up and like, oh my God! Like, that's gotta be one of the coolest stories I think I've ever heard him tell. It's just like how all these, like, it's like, you know, they were all just like kind of quiet and solemn and like just kind of broken and beaten. And then suddenly life, everybody's faces lit up and they were like, it's like all of these rough and tough guys had just been beaten down and then they turned into 5-year-olds. 'Cause Batman was there. Did you ever hear what he said about Bale's Batman voice? No, I didn't. I never did hear about that. But dude, I loved I just loved hearing that story. And I loved what, like, if you ever get a chance to hear Kevin talk about his interactions with the fan base and how receptive he felt people were to not just his performance, but like his take on Bruce and like how receptive people were to Batman in general, because how he approached it, and like he's talked to several of the actors about this, and it's been a thing. He's actually talked to George Clooney about this too, and Clooney's kind of like Clooney has straight up said that Kevin Conroy has the definitive take on Batman. Like, if ever you're going to play, Clooney said that if you're going to play a live action Batman, talk to Kevin. Kevin knows Batman, because Batman is the character. Bruce Wayne is the persona. Bruce Wayne is the mask that he has to put on. Batman is who he actually is. But both of those over time have nuances to them. Like, at first, Bruce is just kind of a one-dimensional thing because he doesn't know how to be Bruce Wayne. But over time, he learns there's more intricacies to being Bruce Wayne. He's not just so one note. The problem is that when you have a movie, it's harder to express that. And Kevin has noted that. Because he's talked with them about that before. He's like, there's been so much stuff to it, you know? But imagine having to go from that to watching Wakanda Forever and then bawling over Chadwick Boseman. Jeez. Yeah. I will spend forever talking about and just gushing over the performative aspects of Kevin Conroy, but we'd be here all day. But
I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, but rest in peace, Dark Knight. Gotham is a little darker without you. Fuck! It's been days and I still can't. Bruh, I really wish I wish I gotten the chance to meet him, man. I am unbelievably grateful that I got to meet all the people I have met. I'm unbelievably grateful I got to meet Mark Hamill. I would have loved to have met Kevin. Oh.
I hate it because I'm at this awkward age where all the people who I love growing up, who I really want to meet, that list is getting shorter. Not because I've met them, but because of this.
Right. Okay. Back to breaking news. I had to do something to try and like.
Yeah, gotta try to get it back to lighthearted.
Gotta put on a happy face.
See, you say that, and now I'm imagining Joker saying that with tears streaming down his eyes.
You want me to, I mean, I could do one more thing. I could do one thing to close out this segment.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Okay. Hang on one second. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I found it. Okay, there we go. Dear friends, today is the day the clown cried, and he cries not for the passing of one man, but for the death of a dream. The dream that he would someday taste the ultimate victory over his hated enemy. For it was the Batman who made me the happy soul I am today. How I agonized over the perfect way to thank him for that. Perhaps with a cyanide pie in the face, or an exploding whoopee cushion playfully placed in the Batmobile. But those dreams were dashed by the Weasley little gunsel sitting there in our midst, the cowardly, insignificant Gunnif who probably got lucky when Batman slipped on the slime trail this loser left behind him, this mound of diseased hyena filth who's not fit to lick the dirt from my spats. But I digress. The time for sorrow has passed. It's time to look to the future, a future filled with smiles, and I'll be smiling again, just as soon as we take that man there and slap him in that box there and roll him into that vat of acid there. Without Batman, crime has no punchline. I love that line from him. But he goes, he does all that thing, put him in that vat of acid there, and then he ends it with, well, that was fun. Who's up for Chinese? That's how they end it. That's actually like the eulogy he does. He does that big eulogy, but like the funny thing is he has like this little coffin with the cape and cowl in it, and then he sticks a little kick me sign on the cape and cowl. It's the silliest damn thing, and I love it.
But I wouldn't expect any less from the Joker.
Yeah, 100%. All right, so moving onward.
Okay.
Studio Ghibli animates a Star Wars short, Zen, Grogu and the Dust Bunnies. It's up on Disney Plus right now. I have not watched it.
Same.
Because I know that if I watched it, there's no way I'd be able to talk about it without spoiling it.
I didn't even know it existed until today.
So, apparently it came out just yesterday. Yeah, it came out yesterday at 3 a.m. Eastern. So, they announced this on Twitter. Like, I saw that Studio Ghibli, and then it said Lucasfilm, and I was like, oh, Ghibli's doing some Star Wars shit. I'm down. And then I found out it was about Grogu, and I'm like, go on. So I'm here for it. Okay, yes. I'm going to let you out of the room. You were just dying. Okay, so go ahead. Let's talk about the fact that Studio Ghibli is doing some cute, adorable Baby Yoda shit.
Hell yeah. It's going to be great. Just Grogu with the dust bunnies. It's going to be cute. What are your takes?
This just opens up so many possibilities for the future. They had a Batman in Japan movie that referenced so many different anime. I now want to see a Batman Ghibli movie, like full-length movie.
That would be interesting.
It would be. And just the fact I would hope they would reference all the Ghibli movies themselves in that movie.
You know what would be amazing? A space battle animated by Ghibli.
Well,
I know that's not going to happen here, but
yeah,
like,
that's not Ghibli's kind of thing. Also, the other half of this is the second half of this announcement. Star Wars Visions, an anthology of 9 animated shorts from Japanese creators and anime studios, debuted on Disney Plus in September of 2021. All right, I'm sure you guys know about that. I was originally going to do a review. It never actually came out. That's sad because it was really good. There were some episodes that I didn't like. I wasn't really feeling, but like there were a lot of episodes that were really good. The Ninth Jedi was really good. Fuck it. I love the first one where they had two Sith facing off against each other. That one was fucking phenomenal. There were a lot of really good episodes. Anyway, studios include Studio Trigger, Kinema, Studio Citrus, Kamekame Doga, Science, Saru. Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, they did one that was very much kind of an Astro Boy-esque episode of Star Wars, and I was like, yeah, these were anthologies. They had no connection other than they were in the Star Wars universe. They had no connection to anything canon whatsoever. They were just technically they were connected. Their only thing was they were in the Star Wars universe. Production IG and Geno Studio. Well, Star Wars Visions will get a volume 2.
Cool.
Yes. Next year, Lucasfilm staff verbally said they plan to release the second volume in spring of 2023. The project teased that the creators from the United States, specifically California, Chile, the United Kingdom, Ireland, France, Spain, South Africa, India, South Korea, and Japan are involved. Now, here's my thing. When they said France, my mind immediately went to the same studio that did my mind blanked on it. The League of Legends show.
Arcane?
Yes! That's where my mind went. I would love to see what that studio could do with just a one-episode Star Wars.
I hate to say it, but I feel like it's just going to end up looking a bit like Clone Wars if they do CG again.
No, not with the... No, it's not... Here's the thing. You're thinking... You're like, oh my god, CG. And I was like, no, it's a completely different style.
I'm not saying CG is bad. I watched Arcane. I loved Arcane. I'm just saying it's going to look a little bit like Clone Wars.
Did you watch Visions?
Not Visions. I have not seen Visions.
Yeah, that's why.
I thought I had, and then I'm sitting here like, wait a minute. No,
yeah,
I haven't. Oh.
If you saw episode 1 of Visions, you would know that's full of shit. Because the first episode is CG. Like, it's basically CG animated, but it's also like fucking black and white.
I'm saying, if the folks who did Arcane did that,
it would not look like Clone Wars. It would not look like Clone Wars because it's a very different type of style.
All right.
Yeah. Like, it's a completely... Here, you could do CG, but you could do it very different stylistically. Like, I'm saying if they did it in, like, that stylistic way that they did Arcane, goddamn. And here's the thing. You're thinking Star Wars, and I'm like, yes, it takes place in the Star Wars universe. It doesn't have to be in that same era. It doesn't necessarily have to be...
Never said it did.
Here's the thing. Not everything that they put in there was necessarily Jedi related. But at the same time, yeah, at the end of the day, they all wanted to have something to do with lightsabers. And I'm like, I can't blame you. Lightsabers are fucking cool. Mm-hmm. If you're going to do it, have a laser sword. Put a fucking laser sword in there. I can't blame you. But at the same time, I would love to see what that animation studio would do with like a Bounty Hunter 1330 kind of situation. You know what I'm saying?
Be fun.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know if you do but once I said 1330 and I saw Fenris go, because he knows what 1330 was.
I think. Let me look it up real quick because I think I know.
It was a canceled gaming project that they were working on that Disney canceled, and we were like, motherfucker, it looks so good. We were on board. It really did. Yeah, it was one of those canceled gaming projects, and we were like, fuck. But I'm interested to see what all these different groups can do, and I'm really curious to see what I'm curious to see what the world's different takes on Star Wars are gonna be. Because we've seen what different Japanese studios are. Now I want to see what the world's animation studios' different takes are. That's going to be interesting. All right, our
Was
next...
it 1330 or 1313?
1313. Sorry.
Okay.
1313.
That's where
I may have said 1330. That's on me. But 1313.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a damn shame they canceled it.
Yeah.
So, okay. I'm hoping, based on what I'm reading here, I'm hoping it would have followed along the same lines of the Bounty Hunter game, Star Wars Bounty Hunter.
No.
Which, that was so much fun.
It would have been so much better than that.
Probably.
Yeah. Bounty Hunter was... To be fair, Bounty Hunter was a fucking disappointment.
It was... How was it a disappointment?
Bounty Hunter was not that fun. I'm sorry.
I had a great time.
That was... It was mid. It was mid. Not LucasArts' best work. Just gonna put that out there.
Well, I mean, when you're comparing it to the likes of Force Unleashed, the first one, yeah, especially on Xbox. Ooh.
KOTOR.
That too.
Yes.
Ooh, KOTOR beats all.
SWOTOR.
Never played it.
I haven't played. Yeah.
Star Wars: The Old Republic, Knights of the Old Republic, hell, even Knights of the Old Republic 2. Rogue Squadron. God, the Rogue Squadron games, I miss them so much. Those were so much fun.
That needs to be remade and put in VR. I know they have another VR game already, but I want that specifically remade.
I was so
and put
mad.
in VR.
I was so mad to find out that they actually like bumped the Rogue Squadron movie, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Come on.
I was so mad about that. All right. Anyway,
God.
It's time to talk about your subject, buddy. The Minister of Arceology needs to talk about the news.
Yes. Yes, here we are.
I knew we had you here for a reason.
Of course, of course.
A horse
As
is a
we've
horse,
discussed
of course,
before,
of course.
anime is a part, or Pokemon is a part of anime, but it is also a part of gaming, which I love so very, very much. So recently, Pokemon has put out a new trailer. This trailer does two things. It showcases a song written by Ed Sheeran that will be in this game. And I believe it says it may feature in future titles as well, which will be very interesting. So I'm hoping this has like a radio feature as you run around. That would be cool. But also, this trailer teases some new Pokemon that we're going to be finding. Specifically, Fido, Setitan, God, I hope I'm pronouncing that one right, Palmy, Lechonk, Smoliv, Grafai, these names are tough, Wiglet, Farigiraf, Bellybolt, Grievard, and Gimmighoul. Also, it appears Wooper will have a Paldean form, which is going to be really cool. And then, of course, it showcases more of Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxly, which, by the way, my first pick will be Quaxly, because I am just water all the way.
Also, you are relatively quackers.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely quackers.
Yeah. Is that everything? You want to read any of the... Or did you already read the stuff?
Well,
you don't
I
have
already
but...
read it. I just summarized it. Because,
okay,
like,
no, that's fine then.
Basically,
the
biggest thing, basically the biggest thing is that some new Pokemon showed off. I say just go watch the trailer yourselves, because I'm not going to do it any justice here. The Ed Sheeran song was actually really good, and like after watching it, I was sitting here with the guys, and I was like, damn, that Ed Sheeran song was pretty cool, but why did it have a Pokemon music video?
Speaking of Ed Sheeran, I got to segue into something I'm a little nerdy about. Did you know Did you guys know that last week Eminem got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Funny enough, guess who showed up to do Stan with him? Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran?
Ed Sheeran did the Dido parts for Stan. showed up to do that.
Nice.
Also, when they did Sing for the Moment, guess who showed up to do Sing for the Moment? Motherfucking Steven Tyler from Aerosmith showed up.
Hell
Steven Tyler, fucking, Ed Sheeran, Rihanna. Dude, he had so many fucking people coming. And then when it was time for M to speak, all he did was shout out all the other artists that he looked up to that raised him on hip hop. Dude does not like to talk about himself. I love that. And dude, I'd say 3/4. This man, all these people give him shit and say he's not part of the culture. And all he did was sit out there and shout out people. 3/4 of whom most of these motherfuckers don't even know about. Talking about he ain't even part of the culture. Fuck you. And then another of the people that he shouted out literally is another inductee into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Sitting right there. LL motherfucking Cool J. Sitting right there front and center. Oh, it's so cool.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is not just for people who actually do
rock and roll. But
just
yeah.
music. It's
Dr. Dre was the one that came up and brought him up there, and he did a bunch of songs and stuff, and then finally he shouted out all the people that his hip-hop education, as it were. A lot of people from the 80s and 90s that kind of raised him on his hip-hop education, and he was like, thank God for all of y'all, because if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be here. Like, literally, he's like, if it wasn't, hip-hop music and black culture saved my life, literally. And I'm like, bruh, God. It was just a great moment, wonderful thing. If you get the chance to check it out, it is up on YouTube if you want to check it out. Anyway, moving on to the next story.
yes.
Y'all just mentioned Ed Sheeran, and that reminded me that he made an appearance at Eminem's thing. So Crunchyroll is adding a bunch of movies to their lineup. I don't know how many movies Crunchyroll shows. I don't think they were showing a lot of movies if they were before. But again, I could be wrong about that. I haven't really checked myself. But they are adding a bunch of movies. So on November 17th, they're going to add King of Thorn, Origin, Spirits of the Past, and then the Psycho-Pass movie. Guys, if you haven't checked out Psycho-Pass, holy shit. That is a good-ass
to the list.
That is a good-ass series to get into. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That is a seinen series. Like, that is a dark-ass series. Like, dark psychological thriller, very adult themes. Like, not, like, hard sexual content, but, like, it's dark, gonna fuck with your head kind of shit.
For those of you who don't know, I literally have a list of anime that I have not seen, and it grows. And I will be watching these anime eventually, and I record and upload my reactions. Oh, shit, I gotta do edits. But I record and upload my reactions on our Patreon. So
Here's the
plug there.
Here's the next thing, guys. November 24th. The next two that are going to show up. Sword Art Online, the movie, Progressive, Aria of the Starless Night. So that one was in theaters recently, and that's going to be up on Crunchyroll very, very soon. So I'm like, hell yeah, dude. That's pretty cool. And then Laid Back Camp, the movie. So, bro, that's actually pretty awesome that those are going to be showing up. Yeah, the Psycho-Pass movie debuted January 2015. And it's crazy to think that those are finally we're getting movies showing up on Crunchyroll. Like, motherfucker, this should have happened a while ago. I'm sick of, like, these theatrical movie releases not showing up on streaming. Like, why was this not happening? These need to be on streaming. And it's about goddamn time. I'm super happy that we're getting these. This is something that's needed to happen, you know? So I'm excited for that. I want to know, obviously you guys seem to be excited for it, but I want to know what your thoughts are in the comments, in the chat. Let me know, how excited are you for this? I think it's a long time coming. It's about time. Let's get Summer Wars on this bitch. Because if you haven't seen Summer Wars, that movie is so good. Especially
phenomenal.
Especially dubbed. If you have not seen it dubbed, oh my god, it's so good.
It's great.
It's
and
so
then
stupid
Digimon
good.
stole that movie's premise.
It kind of did. To be fair,
Really did.
here's the thing: Digimon stole the premise from Summer Wars, and they didn't even do it as good. Summer Wars did it better, 100%.
So much better.
So
Oh my god. It's like Summer Wars was a better Digimon at that moment, and it was like, damn it, Digimon, do better.
Also, I mean, the funny thing is, the animation style in Summer Wars was actually better.
Oh, so much better.
100%.
Fucking loved everything about Summer Wars. Like,
it
is
was
such
so
a good movie. Watch.
Okay. So I wanted to talk about this at the end because it just kind of caught me off guard. I didn't even know this was a thing that was happening. So Haiku spinoff manga ends in next chapter. I saw that. I was like, wait, what?
It had a spinoff?
Right? So there was a 4-panel gag spinoff manga that launched in 2014, apparently. The 293rd chapter of Retsu's Let's Haiku gag spinoff manga announced on Saturday that the manga will end its next chapter, which will release on November 12th in the Shonen Jump Plus app, which is why. Okay, that's why we probably didn't know. The 4-panel manga in Shueisha's Shonen Jump Plus app in 2014. The manga went on hiatus in early 2018 and resumed in October 2020. Shueisha published the manga's first completed book volume in March 2015. Hariichi Furudate launched the original. Yeah. Okay, so there's actually like proper published volumes of this. Like it has actual books and stuff, but like, dude, really? It's like,
I guess everything has a spinoff these days.
Well, I mean, it's just like it's just like a 4-panel gag manga, but it was like digital only, and I'm like, fucking, I'm gonna look it up on the Shonen Jump website and see if it's actually stealing the premise and doing it worse. Describes all things Digimon. How fucking dare you? All right, first off, I
That's so not true.
okay. Moon, cover your ears. John, shut the fuck up. Digimon was better. Okay. You're good now.
What?
Pokemon.
If we're talking about the anime, no, I wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah. Digimon was way better than Pokemon. First off, because it was an isekai.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also because the
Also,
story was more interesting.
I don't care what I don't care what anyone says, even if it's just repeatable. I gotta say the Digimon theme song slapped harder.
John, you shut your whore mouth.
Clearly, Bakugan was the best. Oh please.
No.
Bakugan.
As someone who actually grew up with and played Bakugan like the idiot dweeb I was.
John, you typed Bakuman wrong.
I think he typed Monster Rancher wrong.
No. He typed no. He typed G when he meant to type M. Bakuman was the best. Yes. If you haven't checked out Bakuman, it was fucking amazing. What's next? Praise for Beyblade? Yeah, right?
Hey, my metal Beyblades will beat the shit out of these cheap plastic ones.
That was the only good thing about that show. I will take no questions.
I'm just going to say, let it rip. I'm just saying, John is the kind of person that would eat Wagyu beef and shit talk the Wagyu beef.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
And then all of us would beat him up for it.
Yeah, we would. No, we wouldn't beat him up.
This is the worst beat I've ever had. Like,
that's okay. We would finish.
You're right.
Wagyu
We
beef.
would just take turns.
No. We would finish.
Poking him in the stomach.
No. We would finish the Wagyu beef and then slowly press his face into the rock salt.
That's it.
Yeah, the heated rock salt. There you go.
Yes.
And then as his face cooked, we have more meat. There you go.
I'm over.
Lovely Floridian cooking.
More meat for the meat god. All right, anyway. Or we bring it to the Gators. You know, they've heard about our Lord and Savior Godzilla. No. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Oh God. No.
Yes.
We'll be here forever. We'll be here forever. Stop. I'll go back to talking about Batman. We'll never stop crying. All right. So, guys, thank you so much for coming to this episode of Anime Church. We really, really appreciate it. We got through the good, the bad, and the absolutely sad. We appreciate you guys for showing up. It's been a tumultuous one. Gundam Info had news. Oh no. What was the news? Don't tell me anything about today's episode. I haven't watched it yet.
There's always next stream.
Yeah, anyway. Guys. Oh, no episode today. Okay, cool. Whew. Gundam is at NYCC this month. Okay. Wait, what? New York Comic Con already happened. Bro, what the fuck are you guys talking about? New York Comic Con was October. Unless you're talking about NYAF. New York Anime Fest. NYCC already happened. Unless they're doing them back to back. How many New York Comic Cons are there? Bro. Y'all need to learn. Yeah, see? NYCC returns October 12th through the 15th, 2023. That's when the next one is happening.
Oh, my wallet.
Yeah, New York Comic Con already happened. It was October 8th.
I knew this was going to happen, but they're releasing a line of Gunpla for The Witch of Mercury.
Yeah, that's not surprising. Guys,
my wallet.
I'm like, I got it. I would like to retract my earlier statement and offer sincere apologies. I forgot. God.
What in earth is that?
I'm not checking the Gundam Info YouTube channel. Not right now. I'm not.
What in God's name?
EU trash. What the fuck? Anyway.
That is not Japanese at all.
All right, guys. That's going to be it for us. You all have yourselves a lovely afternoon. I'm going to start warming up because it's cold as a witch's titty here. Like, literally, we had freezing temperatures here, and we're just thawing now. So, thank you so much. You all have yourselves a lovely day. Bye-bye for now. That's the news. That has been the news. Bye-bye for now. It's been slime time. Bye!
Bye!